Where is Canada's largest naval base located? Halifax, Toronto, Vancouver, Quebec City.
Halifax.
Name a Canadian heroine who warned James FitzGibbon of a planned American attack during the War of 1812. Agnes MacPhail, Laura Secord, Mary and Shad Carey, Alice Munro.
Laura Secord.
How many Canadians have died in wars till now? 60,000, 40,000, more than 1 million, 110,000.
$110,000.
In 1939, Canada joined with its democratic allies fight Japan, Korea, Nazi, the U.S.A. Nazi. The Peace Tower was built in memory of the First World War, the Second World War, the Korean War, the Battle of the Plains of Abraham.
The First World War.
Who was the first female member of Parliament? Mary and Shad Carey, Laura Secord, Alice Munro, Agnes MacPhail. Agnes MacPhail. When did Canada's modern energy industry begin? After the War of 1812. Since the discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. The economic booming of the 1890s and early 1900s. After the Second World War. Since the discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. Which of the following symbolizes close ties between Canada and the USA? Statue of Liberty in New York. International Peace Garden crossing between Canada and the United States. White Pass in Yukon. The Peace Arch in Blaine, Washington.
The Peace Arch in Blaine, Washington.
Julia is a descendant of French colonists in the maritime province. What is she called? MTIs. Inuit, Acadian, Indian.
Acadian.
Why did thousands of miners come to the Yukon in the 1890s? To build the Yukon Railway. For the gold route. Because of the discovery of oil. To build the Pacific Railway.
For the gold rush.
Which one of the following is the most populated province in Canada? Quebec, British Columbia,
Alberta,
Ontario,
Ontario.
What are the central provinces? Quebec, Ontario, British Columbia, Ontario. Alberta, Ontario. British Columbia, Alberta.
Quebec, Ontario.
Which province is the most easterly point in Canada? Prince Edward Island. New Brunswick. Nova Scotia. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Prairies Province includes Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Alberta.
Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan.
What is the capital city of Canada? Victoria. Toronto.
Ottawa. Ontario. Ottawa.
What is an electoral district? A geographic area where the politicians reside. A geographical area represented by a member of the House Commons. An area where politicians work. The area where voting takes place in your locality.
A geographical area represented by a member of the House of Commons.
Which of the following is the responsibility of the federal government? Currency. Highways. Health. Education.
Currency.
What year was Confederation? 1687. 1786. 1876. 1867.
1867.
Who do Canadians vote for in a federal election? All candidates in their electoral district. A candidate whom they want to represent them in Parliament. The best speaker running the election campaign. Someone to become the premier of the province.
A candidate whom they want to represent them in Parliament.
After a federal election, which party forms the new government? The party the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. The Queen picks a party to run the government. The premiers of each province pick a party to run the government. The Governor General provides a law for elected officials to become the government body.
The party the most elected representatives becomes the party in power.